Hello guys, this is me, Hari. In this video, we'll be checking out the second program of our web lab. That is how to create a table that will display the squares and cubes of numbers from 0 to 10. So that's what we're going to see today. If you've not seen my previous video, how to create a simple calculator using JavaScript, please check that program. In that, I've explained the requirements for the programs, and then I've told information about PHP, how to start the server and stuff. So please do check out that video as well. So first, we have to create a file. So I recommend you guys to write your programs inside a folder, so you can host you can host that folder using PHP. So here I've created a folder called as prog, and I've given a file name as well. You guys have to use vim or vi editor for your when you're in your exams. But to make this video shorter and quick, I'm going to use Sublime Text. Here I'll start the program by initializing the doc type. So I'll just use HTML here and press tab. I'll get the boilerplate for the HTML. I write the title of this one. That's square and cubes. Cubes. Then um, I'm going to write on load. I'm going to define a function here, square, where I'm using camel case. So the second word will be having capitals. Here, when the page loads, this particular function, JavaScript function is called, which does all the table creation and then computation, like calculation of that particular cubes and squares. So let's create an H1 tag. I'm going to use inline styles, text align, center. So all these stuff is in center. And then I'm going to set the color as brown. The title color is brown. And then I'm going to say squares and cubes using JavaScript. So I'm coming to the next line. I'm just going to use an HR tag to draw a line, and I'm going to use center. So all the content, the table should be in center. That's why I'm using center. I'm going to initialize a div. I'm going to set the div tag with an ID tab. I'm not going to fill anything here because this whole div tag will be replaced with the table by JavaScript itself. JavaScript. We use inline JavaScript. So to write inline JavaScript, we have to initialize. We have to use a tag called a script tag. So inside the script tag, I can write JavaScript, and it is recommended to write the scripts only before the end of body tag. If you write above, then you might face some issues because the page loads from up to down. So it's better to load JavaScript always at the end. Square cubes. Be careful. You have to use the same keyword that you've used here, so you will get an error. I've created a function. Here I'll create a variable result that will be uh, starting the table creation. Set a border. Use single quotes because we have already used double quotes here. So we don't want the value to break. So use double quotes. Sorry, single quotes for defining this one. And then close this one. Space table row. close this one too. Inside this table row, we will be specifying the table head. Close that table head too. This I'll give serial number. Then do the same and create one more. One more is for telling that I'll be showing cubes, sorry, squares. And then one more is cubes. So make sure that you close the row and then check everything is closed, every head is closed. So I'll create variables sqr equals 0 and then cube equals 0. Now I'm going to create a for loop that's going to circular uh, the and I is equal to 0. So I'll get 10 outputs from 0 to 10. It's 11 totally. So I greater than equal to 10 I plus plus. So inside this for loop, uh, we'll be doing the math. That's square is I into I. So it starts from 0 and it ends at 10. Then cube 2 I into I into I is equal to. What we're going to do is we are going to concatenate the output part of the table to the result that is we have previously initialized. So you have to create a row tr, close that tr. Inside the tr, we'll write the uh, td. We'll close the td as well. Here, let's initialize the serial. That's I. And then we have to create a new table data. So this one, we'll be giving the square. So this one will be giving the cube. So make sure that you do concatenation correctly, or else you won't get the output. And just close this up. Close this up. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close the table that I've opened here by concatenating plus equals table plus. So table starts here. It takes one table row, and then the table is closed here. What I'm going to do is the result will contain all of these concatenated as a single string, which is going to replace this particular tab ID, which is a div, and display the table there. So to do so, I have to use document dot get element by ID tab dot inner HTML equals result. So, so this whole thing will be stored as concatenated form in this result. That result I'm just doing inner HTML to this ID. So here the tables will be created. So save this file and let's see the output. So to start a PHP server, you use the command PHP space dash capital S localhost port 3000. So we should get a message like this: developer server started. So let's go to the browser. Browser, just type the host. Then you should get a message like this. That means that your server is started, but it couldn't find any files. So then put a forward dash, and then start the program file name. Program2.html is not file name. So I have made a mistake. So let me check what's the mistake. Cube, cube is correct. Table border. This is correct. This is correct. It's, then cube. Result. I made a spelling mistake. As I told, don't make a spelling mistake. That's the. So if I reload, you should get the table. Sorry for the delay. So making spelling mistakes. Try to avoid typos. So you will get the output here. Oh, this is our output. So and one more thing. Please run your terminal at the back end. If you close this one, then your project will stop working. So you won't be able to host that file. So this one should be running in the background. Only then you can show your. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.